Yippee, yahoo, and hallelujah! We have another day. Do we? Do we have another day? Well, of course we have another day. But what else do we have? There are many things that happen when you get a prognosis of dire straits or a diagnosis of extremely chronic condition, whatever. And we have a tendency to either lean one way or another. We have the possibility of a decision. There's all kinds of ways we address and feel and live through this moment. The leaning has to do with, that makes so much sense. And I think I'm on my way out, and I guess I better get ready for this. Or the leaning can go, what? You're nuts. I'm not going anywhere. That's kind of your first clue as to what your belief system is. Then other things can come into play. You can have second opinions, or you can have third opinions, and they can be differing from the first opinion. So what if you have 3 opinions and they're all different? Isn't that funny? Well, you say, no, Chris, it's not funny. It really sucks. Well, maybe. But 3 differing opinions to me means, I guess it's my opinion that counts. So, first of all, you can have somebody tell you bad news, and you can accept it because you just kind of feel it. You feel it. Oh, I'm ready for hospice. Let's go. Or you feel, this just doesn't fit. Or you ask for more opinions, and then you see what other people have to say. And then maybe you ask for more opinions from friends or other people who know you for a long time and find out what they have to say. Then you might make a decision. You might want to make a decision. So this podcast is about the decision. This is Chris Collins. I'm a reviver. Today we're going to talk about the decision. Maybe you've been listening to this and maybe you're in dire straits and you're saying to yourself, well, this seems like a really difficult thing to do, to decide that I'm not going to accept somebody else's opinion. Yeah, it is. It's a difficult thing to do. You've had other difficult things in your life. This might be the biggest, or it might not. You might have been through a whole lot of other stuff. And you might have had to do decisions, not just on yourself, but other people. This is just one more. This decision has to do with the big question. Do you truly want to be here? And are you willing to do anything to stay? I can hear you saying, Chris, come on. Everybody wants to stay. Everybody wants to be here. That's a stupid question. Well, trust me, I've asked a lot of stupid questions in my life. So I'm used to that. It's normal. But it's not an easy question to answer. Not when you and I know that this is a rough life sometimes. And the question of, do you really want to stay here, is valid because there might be ideas, debt, people in your life that you'd rather not stay with or be a part of or have to deal with. You might be carrying a whole lot in those boxes that you carry around all day long. I know I did, because I really didn't want to stay here. So, I've got this brain-injured kid. He was injured at 17. He no longer walks and talks. I had him at home for 14 years, had to take care of him. I was so done. I can't tell you how done I was. And I was asking for the door, baby, because, man, he's a big lump of coal. And he does spell out to us so we know what he wants. And he's a very funny guy. And he's an angel to me and my husband. But still in all, I couldn't take any more. I really couldn't. I gave up. I said, whoever is on the other side, I'd like to go. I think Sandra Boynton's got a song. It's time to go. I asked for that for a year while I was feeding, changing, cleaning, dressing my son, who was over 6 foot and I'm 5'5", so there, you got that going on. And I felt really bad about it because I love my husband, I love my son, but there was just no way. Then one day I started getting petechiae on my legs and feet, little bitty red dots, and went to the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Okay, that was there just for a laugh, but the doctor said, oh, that's a problem. And then I went to another doctor, and he was a big doctor, hematologist, and he said, whoa, let's look at your blood. And when they looked at my blood, they said, you don't have any blood. We don't know how you're walking around because you don't have any blood. You have aplastic anemia. And what we're going to do is put a port in your chest, clean out all the immune function of your body, and then you're going to start up again, and, that'll give you a good 5 years, maybe 7. And I said, that's chemo. And they said, yeah, but it ain't going to kill you. Oh, just recounting all this stuff is so funny. So I said, I don't do chemo. And then the guy looks at me and he goes, well, then you got 6 months. And I looked at him like he was nuts because, Anyway, I couldn't take it anymore. And I got what I asked for. And you may be in the same position because you can't figure out a way out, or it's just too painful, or the pain is too great, or there's so many reasons why you want to be out of here. And maybe you have the doorway to get out. I don't know. And maybe that works for you. That's cool. But if you're the person who has made another decision, like I did after I realized that when I made the decision, I actually got what I wanted, then I realized I could make another decision. And the decision I made was to stay. And as long as David would go to a group home or something like that, then I would, yes, like to stay with my husband. We'd been married, 25 years or more by then. 30, I think. And I kind of liked him. So I said, I want to stay. Just to myself. I didn't say it to anybody else. Just a little pact with myself. And of course, as luck would have it, things started to turn around. Things started to happen. And that sweet, wonderful diagnosis and prognosis was 9 years ago. So there are a lot of different things that you have to decide about. It would be good for you to allow yourself these decisions because you're really the only one who can have them. Ain't nobody know more than you about you. Even though they might tell you they do, they don't. You know you. So, if and when you make a decision to revive yourself, then the work and play begins. And it's going to be one hell of a ride, baby. So take another breath. Take another step. Today, you're still here. Let's talk next time. How do you reach us? How do you leave messages for us? Come on Facebook or come to our website, revivor.net, and subscribe for our newsletters, etc., whenever you want. This website is built just for giving information about healing for you.